Invite a Budget Blinds style consultant to show you how to transform your rooms just by changing your window coverings. Canada's #1 choice for window coverings. Visit budgetblinds.ca today.
Welcome back. The blue and yellow paint is up. New fixtures and signage are in place as the new Best Buy in Lloydminster is officially open.
There's been a lot of excitement around the transition to the Best Buy stores.
66 future shops across the country permanently closed down back in March, and another 65 were converted to their parent company Best Buy. While an estimated 1,500 people company-wide lost their jobs because of the change, Gerald Truba says that's not the case in Lloydminster.
The familiar faces will still be inside the store. There's obviously the transition period allowed us to grow and expand with a lot of new hires that bring on some great excitement and lots of new faces as well.
The store's official grand reopening is next Friday. Natural disaster, missing people can happen at a moment's notice, and when they do, they can severely affect the lives of many. When situations like these happen, rescue teams act to save lives, and more often than not, they rely on man's best friend for a little bit of extra help. The Canadian Search and Disaster Association has 4 Lloydminster residents and their canines who are now qualified for extreme rescue situations. Chris Chacon has more.
Earthquakes, tsunamis, and floods are all horrible disasters that have killed thousands of people across the world. And to make matters worse, every year people get lost or go missing. In many cases, first responders use rescue dogs. These animals are trained to find people when humans can't.
We train our dogs to do search and rescue for missing and lost people, and we certify them in wilderness searches. We do rubble searches, disaster work. We also do water searches for drowning victims, and our dogs are trained to do searches for both live and deceased.
There is little these dogs aren't capable of doing, and in order to get them to this level, a big amount of training is involved.
It's a lot of work. You know, we're doing 2 days a week, 3 to 4 hours every time we meet. A lot of us are doing extra on the side just to make sure that our dogs are ready for certification tests.
Worldwide, it is recognized as one of the most difficult tests. This is a test that is required by the United Nations in order to accept any kind of search dogs for any kind of international disaster response. Without this certification, you will not be allowed on site. You'll just be turned around at the airport.
A major accomplishment for these residents and their dogs. But now that they're certified, what's next?
You keep training and you keep training and there's always retesting and testing on a higher level, and then in case of dispatch you go to some disaster and help out where you can.
As brave as these members are, they risk their lives and the lives of their pets for no financial gain. Their hard work and sacrifice is all volunteer-based.
It means a great deal. It enables me to have the opportunity to go out and help people in their times of need when they're desperate and they really need the help.
Chris Chacon, Newcap News.
The BRC finals are one of the events planned for the border city this weekend. The Big Juba Community Theatre will also be busy over the next few days. Here's Heather Klages with all the details in this week's edition of What's Happening.
This weekend, there is a huge party out at the Lloyd X grounds. It's the BRC finals, the bull riders in town, and tomorrow night you can head out, watch some great bull riding action, plus stick around for the huge party featuring Emerson Drive. Emerson Drive is headlining the BRC Cabaret, and they just put on a fantastic show, and they've had so many hits, including their #1 hit, Moments, and you've probably heard their latest, Who We Are, Until the Summer's Gone on Lloyd FM. Emerson Drive, live in Lloydminster tomorrow night. Get your tickets by stopping by the Lloyd X grounds. A lot of fun for the kids tomorrow at the Vic Juba Community Theatre. A couple of very colorful characters are going to be live on stage. splash and boots. The kids, they'll absolutely love it. So take them out tomorrow morning. The show gets underway at 11 o'clock. And somebody else who's a pretty colorful character, and Mom and Dad, you're going to love it. Brent Butt is coming to the Vic Juba Community Theatre this Wednesday night. If you want tickets to those shows, stop by the box office or go online, vicjubatheatre.ca. Emerson Drive is bringing the party this weekend, and we want to make sure you can dance all weekend long to some great country music. That's why we're giving you a chance to win a copy of Now Country 10. This CD has hits from Lady Antebellum, Keith Urban, Luke Bryan, Eric Church, Dierks Bentley. The list just goes on and on. If you want to win a copy, it's really easy. All you have to do is email your name and daytime phone number to tvcontests@newcap.ca. And we want to say thanks to John at Universal Music Canada for setting us up with the country music. The fall colors are upon us, and so are fall suppers. If you want to head out for a great meal this Sunday, Alcurf hosts their annual fall supper. It gets underway at 4:30. Well, whatever you choose to do this weekend, I hope you have a great one. I'm Heather Klages, and that's what's happening.